Jai Hind. I Hemant Kumar Varanwal, Assistant Professor, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, MCA Department. In today's lecture, I will discuss identity management in IoT applications. As we know that IoT application is composed of so many devices like sensor, input-output devices, microcontrollers. These are connected through the internet and our applications. And the identity management is very important part for running the IoT applications efficiently. First, we discuss some challenges in IoT applications. In IoT application, first is design challenges in IoT. Battery life is a limitation. As we know that so many devices are running based on their power. So, power backup is very important, and so many devices are running through battery, and battery life is very limited, as we all know that. And next point is increased cost and time to market. If you want to provide any suitable product for any problem, then we should ready to increase cost and time in the market. Third is security of the system. This is very important for IoT application. Next, development challenges in IoT. Development challenges IoT means first point, rapid application development for IoT. In this, quickly and efficiently building user interfaces and applications for IoT use cases that require cost efficiency and fast time to market. Next point, managing heterogeneity and diversity. Handling large number of heterogeneous, constantly evolving assets and devices in the IoT. Next, building customizable IoT solutions. Third development challenge is we should provide customizable IoT solutions for any IoT application. Supporting IoT solutions vendors in creating solutions that can be easily customized for different use cases. Now, we will discuss identity management in IoT application. What is identity management? As we know that if we deploy IoT application in any particular area like home service or any other application, so first we design identity management. You cannot share the application of IoT to any other persons. So, we design identity management. Why identity management? Because it authorizes the particular person to access and control of IoT application. In identity management, IDM, also known as Identity and Access Management, IAM, ensures that authorized people and only authorized people have access to the technology. That means, if you deploy any IoT applications in any particular area or for any particular applications, then that time we authorize some persons like admin and have access to the technology resources they need to perform their job functions. Next, an identity management system prevents unauthorized access to systems and resources, helps prevent exfiltration of enterprises or protected data. That means, identity management authorized to person that protect our enterprise data or raises alert and alarm when raises alerts and alarms when access attempts are made by unauthorized person or personal programs, whether from inside or outside the enterprise perimeters. That means, if any unauthorized person access our IoT application, that time one alarm system indicate its owner for unauthorized accessing. IoT device identity lifecycle management. Next point is IoT device identity lifecycle management. IoT device identity lifecycle management is how internet connected devices are controlled and managed by receiving a unique digital identity. When an IoT device is first manufactured, and use it receive a unique ID bound to a PKI certificate to keep it secure. This prevents malicious actors from gaining control of the device when it connects to central server or gateway. All IoT devices can easily manage with new DigiCert IoT device manager. Next, when we design any IoT application or product, first is security by design, next manufacturer program, birth certificate provisioning, next deploy local certificate provisioning, third manage, how to manage certificate life cycle management, in last sunset end of life. This is a global science IoT protection platform. IoT device authentication. IoT device authentication is the method of building trust into connected devices. This device authentication is the method of building trust into connected devices in IoT application by only allowing authorized devices or users to access to devices by giving each IoT device a unique ID and using digital certificate to secure them. That means only authorized person can access IoT application using some digital certificate or unique ID. Next, IoT device identity management. IoT device identity management involves securing internet connected devices by giving them a unique ID tied to cryptographic keys. IAM identity access management focused on identifying people and managing access to different data types like sensitive data, non-sensitive data or device data. IAM helps identify devices to while managing users access to data, thus safeguarding against breaches and malicious activities. Next point, in the age of IoT, the issue is not that connected things can be accessed effortlessly, but rather that access to these things pose risks and thus must be protected. Poses risks and thus must be protected. So, we will use some ways to construct identifiers. First is using random data, next hierarchical identifiers, third encoded identifiers use timestamps, next cryptographic identifiers is to use hash code, and last is hybrid identifiers, that is mix up of so many identifiers. First, identifier format for things. Nomadic devices can join the public or private IoT, need to assign ownership to these devices, should provide an easier way to identify whether the things is RFID tag, sensor node or PD. RFID means radio frequency identification tag, sensor node or personal data assistance. Next, this format for device should have association with different attributes and these attributes are based on namespace in which these devices are used. ORI, object or resource identifier. Next, object type. Differentiate between types of object it is representing. This field is linked to CID, field of identifier format. Global namespace used to indicate global ownership or interface and is useful in mobility of device. Local namespace decide current status of the device. UID, unique identifier for device or things. That means every device in IoT application have unique identification number. Different identity management models, there are so many identity management models in IoT application. First is identity of an IoT object will be context aware and can be known locally across the ubiquitous network or globally. Also, IoT objects devices can also be associated with multiple digital identities such as virtual identities. There is a need that these devices should be uniquely and unambiguous identified in multi-context IoT. Each object is uniquely identified by a set of attributes. That means in IoT application, every object should be identified by unique ID and attributes. Next, local identity. Third, network identity. Fourth, federated identity and global identity. Now we will discuss one by one local, network, federated and global identity. First we will see local identity. What is local identity? In centralized architecture like smart home or client server paradigm, identity is local in nature. In centralized computing, a host system maintains and manages local database of identities. That means centralized computing, a host system maintains and manages local database of identities. Next, in IoT context, smart home is an example of centralized computing. If we are talking about IoT context, the smart home is an example of centralized computing, where all devices in smart home are registered in a local database. In smart home, all devices are registered in local database, so it is easily identified. It is first required to acquire and identify from server and entry is to be made in registry. The system also checks for duplication of identity being issued in order to maintain uniqueness. In centralized computing, addition, deletion of identities is simple and independent of other operations. In centralized computing, addition of new device or deletion of any particular device, identities is simple and independent of other operations. As shown in figure, a central object registry is maintained for all terminals or devices connected to it. As in case of smart home, all devices in one context are registered with one central database and can be shared across the system. Federated identity management model. Next is federated identity management model. Identity federation is known within the web security world and refers to management of network or web objects identity across different domains. The main reason of enabling federation in network or web environment is that the workflow of system often requires an object for which identity is established in one domain to be established in other domain as well. Identity in the web-based system refers to user's identity, while in IoT identity refers to device or things. Hence, the interaction of identities in IoT is the form of device to device communication. Different federation topologies such as local profiling, distributed profiling and third party profiling. Next, global web identity. With the emergence of World Wide Web and popularity of online social networks, global identity is need today. That means everyone is connected to social media and everyone have the smart applications and smart devices. So, these are need of today. Web identity is unique identity identified throughout World Wide Web www and it is identifiable by a URI, Universal Resource Identifier. Due to increasing number of users on World Wide Web and online social network, it is important to keep unique identity of users as well as services. This is very important for IoT application. In context of IoT networks, web identity is ubiquitous in nature and web identity information should be capable of uniquely resolving various IoT networks. Next, user-centric identity management. In user-centric identity management models, IDM models, full control is with the end user over his/her personal data. In this IDM model, full control of IoT application goes to end user. Example, OpenID. In this technology, OpenID is used. OpenID consists of 4 layers. First, identifiers discovery, authentication, data transport. The process to be completed involves 3 different entities: the end user relying party identifier, identity provider OpenID allows relying party to redirect the client to the identity provider for authentication at identity provider site, thus violating user control. The second problem with OpenID is that the URL that is used to identify the subject is recyclable. Since OpenID permits URL based identification, it brings the issue of privacy. Next, hybrid identity management. It deals with hybrid identities like user as well as device identities. In cloud computing, as we know that everything nowadays goes on cloud. That cloud computing means infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and software as a service. All things are provided by cloud computing services company. In this, IDM is a hybrid cloud needed to deal with identities of both user and devices services. Example, Liberty Alliances project is a federated solution for guaranteeing interoperability, supporting privacy, promoting adoption of specifications and provides guidelines. It is framework in which domains that belongs to federation may exchange identity information about their users and devices using federated identities. Okay, thanks.